So good morning, everybody, and welcome to Yoga with Corey, as well as my co-hosts, Charlie and Tony. And today is going to be a very relaxing, mainly seated yoga. I mean, we got at least like 2 down dog positions, but other than that, it's not going to be anything super crazy today. Just nice, relaxing, and honestly switching on over into, spring mode, summer mode. I don't think we're going to get that St. Patty's Day storm. Kind of happy about that. So we're just going to start in a nice seated position. And so I have my not the most fluffy pillows with me, but I'm doing my best. I actually think even this one will be a good one to just nicely sit on, just to elevate that bottom up a little bit and, just get into a nice, comfortable seated position, whatever's kind of comfortable for you. And we'll start first with just sitting up nice and straight. So bringing those shoulders back, opening up that chest, engaging that core as much as possible, getting that belly button kind of back towards the spine, as I always say. Relaxing those hands, whether they be kind of like next to us, on our knees, thighs, in our lap, whatever's comfortable. And just really start breathing. So we're going to breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just really start grounding yourself for today's practice, what you want to accomplish. Like I said, today is going to be more of a relaxing practice. So whether that be just trying to focus on your breathing more as we're moving with intention, or just simply getting a nice stretch in today. All right, and next, I'm going to grab this second pillow that I have and honestly just put it nice and in my lap and just give it a nice big hug. And from right here, we're just going to even relax the head down, just get into a nice, comfortable kind of ball position here, and we'll just go ahead and relax. Really focus on that breathing, the sounds around you. If your mind begins to kind of race, that's okay. But really try to just focus on what's around you more. Be in this moment together. If you're holding on to any tension, whether that be in your shoulders, your back, try to let that go. All right, on an inhale, bring it back up to center with me. We can put this pillow kind of off to the side a little bit here. But then just go ahead and circle your shoulders nice and back. Nice big circles up towards the ears, down towards the floor. All right, gonna go ahead and reverse. And we're gonna go ahead and go into kind of one of my favorite arm kind of stretches called thriller arms. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach our arms straight out in front of us like we're trying to grab something, and really even try to pull those shoulders forward so they pop into the socket. And then we're just gonna take our fingers and start by pointing them down first. Such a great stretch for the arms, and if you're always at a computer typing, getting those fingers out and extended. All right, on an inhale, we're just gonna simply point the fingers up. Really try to make sure you're pulling yourself forward with those arms. All right, on an inhale, feel free to just shake that out a little bit. Roll those wrists. Roll those forearms out a little bit. Shake out those shoulders again. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go on an angle for everybody, but we're just simply gonna extend our legs out this time. And again, getting into that nice, just comfortable upright seated position here first. Make sure your pillow's kind of on hand, because again, we're gonna lean it forward here in just a sec, but just really focus on trying to sit up, kind of have those hands even nicely at your sides here. Open the chest, nice straight spine, just really focusing on that good posture right now. I think one of the worst things technology has done for us was have us not have the best posture, since we're always hunching over. We really want to keep ourselves open. Even look up a little bit. We'll just take a couple nice deep breaths here. All right, feel free to go ahead and grab that other pillow that you have. I think I might also grab one of my yoga blocks, because like I said, my pillows are not the most fluffy. So even if you have to double pillow. But I want us to, again, with our legs extended out, just simply bring it forward and rest our head down in what's comfortable with our pillow. Feel free to if you want. You can even put your head facing either the right or the left side of your body for a little bit. You can kind of stretch that neck out a little bit. And of course, don't forget to go ahead and do the other side. All right, feel free to come back up into a nice straight up seated position with me. I'm going to move my props over to the side because we're going to go ahead and swing over to a nice neutral table position. Hands nice and extended out underneath your shoulders here, with the knees right underneath the hips here. And try to get that core nice and engaged, because we're going to do a little bit of like balance work here, kind of, but it's not anything super out there today. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to start lifting the opposite hand with the opposite leg. And so I'm going to take my right hand first and my left leg and just simply start bringing them out to each side, and really try to focus on keeping that back nice and straight. We don't want to be overextending it, but try to keep the body in line, keep that head in line too. And just nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. If this is too much even for you, feel free to even drop one of the legs, have one of the hands up. Could even just do the leg as well. Even just play around with it if you're not balancing very well in this pose. That's okay. Feel free to play around with it. Right, on an inhale, we'll drop. Exhale, do the other side. All right, on an inhale, feel free to drop it back down. And from here, we'll do a couple of cat-cows even too. So inhale, we're gonna drop the spine down towards the mat, open the chest up, lift the head up, roll those shoulders kind of back even too. And cow. And exhale, round that spine, bring that belly button to the spine as well. Drop the chest, roll the shoulders kind of towards the ears a little bit. Drop the head. All right, on an inhale, bring it up to cat. And feel free to go slow with these a little bit too. You know, we're focusing on being relaxed, also getting a good stretch in here today too, though. On an exhale, round it, drop the chest, drop the head, and cat. Do a couple more here. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. exhale. And feel free from here, go back to that nice neutral table position here. And go ahead and bring kind of like the big toes of your feet together if you need to. Even widen out your knees to either, can be as wide as your yoga mat, your towel or whatnot, but just into whatever's a comfortable position, because we're just going to simply lay it back, bring our bottoms back to it. You can even feel free to grab a pillow and kind of put it in between your body here as well to help rest your body on. But we're going to take some nice deep breaths here in child's pose. Arms can be out at a length that's what's comfortable for you, but really try to keep those fingers out like in our thriller hands. And if you have your head turned to one side, don't forget to switch it on to the other side too. All right, on an inhale, start raising it back up. And if you were using a prop, feel free to move that out of the way. Because from right here, we're either going to go down into our puppy position, or feel free to curl the toes, full up, and meet me in down dog. And from right here, we're just going to play around with it, really get a nice stretch in our calves here, trying to bring the heels down to the floor, relaxing the head, relaxing the shoulders. Kind of another little thing I've learned in my videos lately to just help wake the body up in this pose is I've been starting to bend my knees a little bit to like they're kind of hovering, and then rotating my core from side to side to try to wake that up even. But that's just another variation of down dog for everyone to play with, even now or at a later time. All right, next we're either gonna step our left foot forward, or feel free to inhale, raise, single leg dog. Exhale, step it through our hands. If you need a little bit of an extra lift, feel free to go ahead and grab that leg. We're just simply gonna then drop that back leg. So we're in kind of a nice forward lunge here. You don't wanna like over push it, just get into what's a comfortable lunge for you today. This is more of like a rest, restorative day. That's how I also view today's practice. But just kind of, push the hips just a little bit forward into what's comfortable, but don't overdo it. You definitely don't want to have your knee like way over your toes. just into what's comfortable. We can keep our hands kind of down at our sides today. And just breathe. All right, on an inhale, feel free to start curling those toes on the back leg. Just help you lift up a little bit. Step that left foot back and push it back up into our down dog, or feel free to drop your knees, go down to puppy position. But from right here, we are just gonna get that other leg in, that right leg. So either step that right leg forward or inhale, lift the leg up, bring it between the hands. Drop that back leg, uncurl the toes, and just get into a nice, comfortable forward lunge. Don't push those hips too far forward. Just hands nice and comfortable at your sides to help you balance. On an inhale, start curling those back toes to start lifting yourself up a little bit, to step the right foot back with the left. And then even from here, just get down into a nice, comfortable laying position, but no napping on me when we're laying down here. Yeah, push some of your stuff out of the way, kind of push out of the way, because we're gonna have our arms in like a goalpost position out at our sides, nice and bent at a 90-degree angle. And we'll go and start with the right side. So I'm going to turn my head towards the right side and even start kind of lifting that right leg up a little bit. It's like my elbow is going to meet my knee, but just up to what's kind of comfortable. Rest the head down and just breathe a little bit, or a lot of it, not a little bit. And just let the body relax. All right, on an inhale, feel free to extend out that right leg. Turn your head over to the left side and bring that left leg up to try to meet that left elbow, but don't overdo it. Doesn't have to be anything like they're completely touching, but just even up so your legs in a nice 90-degree angle. All right, on an inhale, I'm bringing that leg back down to meet the other. And from here, I'm gonna kind of like push my chest up just like a little bit. This one's kind of a different pose I'm gonna try and show you. So just bear with me a little bit. But what I'm gonna do is kind of rest my head in my hands and have my elbows are kind of like right underneath my hands right now. And if this is too much on your lower back, feel free to bring out the elbows even a little bit more here. But this is just a really good stretch for the lower back and can even kind of like open up your elbows too so they're not so close to each other. So you kind of have like two options to like change up this pose a little bit. You can bring your elbows closer together and even closer to your body. That's gonna increase the stretch on the back a little bit more. Or you can, bring the elbows away from the body and even away from each other, but just resting your face and your hands there. I don't know, I find this stretch just be a really nice calming and relaxing one. And I like to stretch out my lower back, but I'm going to bring my elbows closer together and a little closer to my body, but find the variation that works for you. No right or wrong one here, but just simply get into a nice comfortable position is my goal for everybody right now. All right, you can kind of bring your hands down onto your mat now at this point, not having them under your chin anymore, and even play around with just having your elbows either kind of out farther from your body, kind of relax that back just a little bit. But then again, bring them kind of into the body also too, trying to lift that chest up even just a little bit more. Look up towards the sky. I don't know if anyone else has a window right next to them, but I'm looking out into the nice pretty blue sky. My shoulders are away from my ears. But of course, if having your elbows in towards your body is a little bit too much, feel free to bring them out even again a little bit more, but this time kind of focusing on opening up that chest. Good posture. Even focusing on having those fingers kind of extended out too, getting a nice stretch in them. Great. On an inhale, just start swinging yourself over into a nice laying position. I kind of tend to like to lay this way on my mat. But From here, we're just gonna lay on down and feel free to even grab a pillow here too. To kind of even put between your legs like this, or you can even put one underneath your back even too. But we're just gonna simply lay down here for a couple minutes. Yeah, having your legs bent. I don't think I need to put a pillow underneath my back, but if you don't put a pillow behind your back, you can even put one behind your head right now if you want, just whatever's comfortable. All right, next, if you want to move the pillow from between your legs, you can, but we're just gonna be doing some laying figure fours. So what that is, so we're gonna just take I'm gonna take my right foot first and bring it and rest the foot onto my left knee. So it kind of looks like, you know, a four. I'm making a four with my legs. You can either leave it like this, but also try to kind of push a little bit on that right knee, so you're kind of like pushing it more in line with the left leg. You can sit here, kind of do that. You can also bring the left leg even a little bit forward to you with that right leg. Just getting a nice good stretch in those leg muscles. We'll just rest here for a little bit. All right, feel free to release that if you had your leg up a little bit, put it down, put down that right leg. We're gonna go over and do the left. So take the left foot and rest it on that right knee. And then if you want to, lace your fingers around the right, bring it closer, just a little bit closer in towards your body. Really trying to keep that left leg kind of in line with itself. All right, feel free to release and drop that leg down if you had it closer to your body. Put the left leg back with your right. And even from here, I'm going to move this pillow from my legs. We'll be doing just a couple glute bridges before we get into our Shavasana. And so kind of placing your feet in a comfortable position, even if you want to have them a little bit out from hip width, you can. Toes kind of pointed out even too, outwards from the mat. I also like to kind of try to bring my shoulders in just a little bit more. But yeah, we're just simply gonna like raise our bottom up. Can even, yeah, if you bring your elbows in closer to your body even too, you're able to help get that back up a little bit more even. But just kind of whatever's comfortable, get you in almost, try to get as straight as you can with your body. Of course, exhale, drop it, or inhale, drop it down, excuse me. Exhale, we're gonna lift it back up. Inhale, drop the bottom back down. Exhale, lift it back up. Inhale, back down. We'll do one more. Exhale, lift it up. We'll kind of hold it here for a couple seconds even too. Got to make everyone work just a little bit. 2 and 1. Feel free to drop it down and start kind of just getting yourself into a nice and comfortable laying position so you can get into Shavasana. Feel free to close your eyes during this, but we'll even start with doing a nice deep breath in. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now feel free to just go at a breathing that's comfortable for you. Like I said, close your eyes. And just even let go of any tension that you'd be holding on in your shoulders. Could be in the back, your legs. And again, try to focus on that breathing even more right now. And even the sounds around you. Even the sound of my own voice sometimes. All right, start slowly waking the body up. Moving those fingers, those toes. Stretch gently, babes. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Go ahead and meet me in a nice seated position. But that's all that I have for everybody today. Thank you so much for joining me. And now Tony wanting a little bit of attention. But our next workout tomorrow is at 10 a.m. So don't miss out on that. But I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, and namaste. Thank you so much.